There's this great story in the Bible about how Jesus, through a wonderful miracle, fed 5,000 people. There's a lot that we can learn in this story, but what I want to highlight right now is what it teaches us about the right way to solve our problems. And what it says in a nutshell is, don't look at the problem, don't look at your resources, instead look at Jesus. You see, Jesus, first of all, involves us in solving the problem, because he asks a question to the disciples. He says, how are we going to feed all these people? So he wants a response from them. Well, the first one to pipe up is Philip, and he's the one who looks at the problem. He says, it would take more than 6 months worth of wages just to be able to have enough bread so that all of these people could even have the tiniest bite. It's impossible. So he's looking at the problem. Now, isn't that what you and I so often do? And the more we look at the problem, the more discouraged we become, because the problem is just too big, too huge for us. The next one who answers Jesus is Philip. And what Philip says is, well, he hunts around and he's looking at the resources. And he finds that there's one boy with 5 small barley loaves and 2 fishes. And so he comes to Jesus and says, look, I've found 5 small barley loaves and 2 fish. That's just insignificant. It's not enough. It's an impossible situation. I've often been in situations in my life when I've faced problems, and I've looked at my resources, the money I have, the ability that I have, the energy that I have, the time that I have, and I've concluded that it's impossible to solve the problem. I'm sure you have as well. We often feel deficient in our resources. And the right way to go is not to look at the size of the problem or the smallness of your resources. The person who does the right thing is the little boy. Because instead of looking at the problem, instead of looking at the resources, he looks at Jesus and he places what he has in Jesus' hands. And in Jesus' hands, through his divine power, what was once a problem becomes a joyous feast, a joyful feast where everyone has enough to eat and everyone is satisfied. That's the right way to solve your problems. Don't look at the problem, it'll overwhelm you. Don't look at your resources, they'll discourage you. But look to Jesus and put what you have in his hands and let him do what he does best.